Hey Cleveland, Dan from TV20 here. I wanted to let you know about some changes to the way you get your money during tax refund time. So a lot of us are used to getting paper checks. Well, that's all changing. I spoke with a representative from the city of Cleveland to find out more, and here's what she had to say.
I'm used to getting paper checks, but what's different now?
The federal government and the U.S. Treasury no longer sends or accepts paper checks. So if you've previously, filed your taxes and gotten a refund on a paper check, that's changing. And we really encourage everyone to use direct deposit instead.
What kind of problem does that make for some of our Clevelanders who might not have a checking account?
Yeah, there's a coalition called Bank on Cleveland. So these Bank on accounts are really available to most everyone. These accounts are also pretty cheap. They cost $5 a month or less. Many of the banks will waive that $5 fee based on the client's age or based on how often they use the account.
You can go to bankoncle.org to learn more about these accounts. And I hope this was really helpful for you.
Hi, I'm Kate Connor-Morin, the director of Cleveland 311. One of the great things about Clevelanders is that we take pride in our city. Letting the city know about problems is one simple way to look out for your neighborhood. When you see something that needs attention, for example, a pothole, a missed trash pickup, graffiti in a city park, or problems with a building in your neighborhood, there's one easy number to remember. 311 is your connection to city services, the City of Cleveland's central, non-emergency hotline and website that provides easy access to city services and information. Whether you live here, work here, or are just visiting, our goal is to make it easier for you to report non-emergency issues either online or by phone. You can dial 311 or visit us online at clevelandohio.gov/311, and we'll make sure your request gets on the right path. If you submit your request online, you can create an account and track the status of your requests. This is your city, and with 311, you can help make Cleveland better for all of us.
Hey there, I'm Kiara Cotton, and today we are outside of Two Friends Brewing on East 185th Street in Cleveland. This brewery was started by two chemists and lifelong friends, and guess what? Now they're celebrating their one-year anniversary.
Well, we're a local craft brewery based in Cleveland, Ohio, off of East 185th Street, so we're in the Collingwood neighborhood, and just two friends, longtime friends, and we decided to open up a brewery in here. A lot of the process in brewing is a lot of chemistry and a lot of biology, and we have a lot of experience in both of those fields.
It's been, really a privilege to be in a position where you can offer something back to the people of Cleveland that have been so good to me in the time I've been here. Hopefully, we're gonna stay here for many, many years to come.
Even the city of Cleveland has been fantastic to work with.
These gentlemen were not necessarily from the service industry or the beer industry, but to see guys that come from a different background have this much interest and this much drive to open a beautiful place like this is really inspiring.
Pet friendly, bring your family. It's a place for everyone.
Place for everyone.
Listen, so many of us think that libraries are just, anybody that works at a library is a librarian, but that's not true.
We are so many things beyond books. We have great librarians, but we also have individuals in marketing. We also have individuals in IT, customer service, finance, security.
We have a healthy safety officer. We have an architect. Just to name a few, they play a key role into reimagining and transforming our spaces into these vibrant community spaces.
Fact or fiction? Does cold weather slow your metabolism?
So it is fiction. So what happens is your body actually tries to stay warm during the wintertime, so your metabolism slightly picks up.
Fact or fiction? People need to eat more comfort food during the winter months.
And it looks like we're about to start here. I'm with Don Firefighter. This is Tommy Miller. We're here for the 184th edition of the Cleveland St. Patrick's Day Parade. Not a beautiful day today, Don, but it's beautiful that we're out here. The weather isn't cooperating.
Exactly. The temperatures are low, but the spirits are high. Welcome to, again, the 184th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade coming down Superior Avenue. And also with us is be Dan Monroe. Dan, our new man in the street. Dan, take it away.
I say, Cade Nielavacha. It's an old Irish saying meaning 100,000 welcomes. You're very welcome to watch this with us wherever you're watching. I hope you're warm. If you're down here, I hope you're having fun. This is the greatest parade ever. Tommy, Don, back to you.
Absolutely, and again, it's only about 26 degrees out here today. It's the first time we've ever had snow, but certainly, as I said, spirits are high, and we're going to have a wonderful day here on Tuesday, March 17, 2026.
First time for you and I, but this is the first year since, 84, that it's been this cold.
St. Patrick's Day.
And I was probably in that parade when I was a wee young lad, but...
It gives a new meaning to ergo brah. It's cold. Anyway, we also have coming down on Superior Avenue. Again, we'd like to give a warm welcome to our Grand Marshal. His name is Thomas Mackin, and also our 26th Mother of the Year, Midge Gannon.
Lovely lady.
And this year, our outside co-chair is Mr. Robert Crawford with his family.
Right.
And our inside co-chair this year is Donna Leary, and she is with her son and daughter Michelle, as long as a granddaughter and her sister and a good friend Sharon Murray. So.
Yes, they're very active in the community too. Mary Beth is a very active. Sharon Murray really active.
I'm not okay.
And as it is every year, the parade starts at 1:04 on East 18th and Superior. This will be our last year here on Superior Avenue. More announcements about next year's parade coming up soon.
And what they do when they're down there, they have a prayer from Bishop.
Hey, can I go to the Grand Marshal?
And
Nikki?
I think right now we
Tom.
have the Grand Marshal with Dan.
Tom, Tom, we talked to you. You're so emotional about this day. Here it is. Your thoughts. How's this been going for you?
Oh, we could use a little bit better weather, but other than that, it's been wonderful. For everybody that's been so strong to come out and support us today, God bless them. Thank you.
Who are your supporters behind you?
My beautiful wife, Bridget, daughter Erin, daughter Colleen, granddaughter Maeve, son Tom, son Patrick, daughter-in-law Erin, grandson Tommy, soon-to-be daughter-in-law Olivia, my sister Mary, good friend Libby Hawk and her granddaughter, and my daughter Caitlin.
Well, the whole Irish crew, congratulations, Tom. I'll let you get going. Enjoy the rest of the parade, folks. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
That's quite a family, Tom, and congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Tom has been around for a long time. Tom is a former executive director of the United Irish Societies of Greater Cleveland. He also used to march with the West Side Irish Club. He was in the men's unit doing the fife and drum. He was a drummer, and also before that, he's an original colonial boy, and that was a unit that the West Side had in 1976 in honor of the bicentennial. This year, they're celebrating their 50th year. And I know there's some reunions around. The Colonial Boys are not marching, but just kind of a cool thing to see all the fellows who were part of that group. A lot of them are still marching anyway with the senior unit today.
And also coming down the street is going to be the Irish Mother of the Year. And again, as we had said, that's Mrs. Midge Gannon, and she's accompanying her is her husband Brendan and her son John and daughter-in-law Linda. And also with her is her son Patrick and daughter-in-law Amy, daughter Marion, and son-in-law Mike and grandchildren Maeve, Fiona, Connell, Colin, and Gavin.
And John and his wife made the trip in from Las Vegas for this event.
And, of course, always one of the very first parade units coming down Superior Avenue is the parade committee itself, who works very, very hard. They start this actually probably tomorrow, actually getting everything all together, but then invitations go out in January. They put it all together, and there's a lot of volunteer hours going in. And talking a little bit about how this parade gets put together, Tommy, I want to talk to you about your 2026 guarantor.
Yes, I've got the Guarantor Sash. This parade is funded by just individuals. They will contribute $25 for the Guarantor Sash. There's also the Shamrock pin with the year on it. That's $10, and that's what puts this parade on the avenue. There's no sponsorships because sponsors will try and trade the parade out and try and sell something with it, so they don't do that. They just have folks like you and me who pay for the pin and they pay for the sash, and that's what puts the parade on the avenue every year.
That's right. You'll see a lot of those green sashes right now coming down Superior, as well as some public officials, as you have to have in just about every parade. And again, the amount of volunteers in putting this together.
Oh, yes. Just so many people, so many people. And they're all calling names here because they know us. So that was the St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee. Executive Director is John Taher, an old friend of mine. And a whole bunch of names here. I can't mention them all. We'd be here all day, just like with a lot of the units to come, so we don't want to do much with that. Public officials, Mayor Justin Bibb, has he gone by yet? The mayor
haven't
is here
seen the
today.
mayor. I have not seen the mayor.
Okay.
You want to talk to?
Special welcome to all of you who are watching us on YouTube and on various cable networks across the greater Cleveland area. So happy that you'll be able to join us, and then we'll also be on replay on TV channel 20. And again, thanks for the city of Cleveland for again welcoming us to cover this year's parade.
And they do an awful lot themselves, setting up the barriers, getting downtown ready, closing off streets, getting the information out, arranging the safety and security. All those things have to go into this, and this goes on as you mentioned before. They'll start this again, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Some of them might, but very soon, in the next 2 weeks or month, and just to do it all again next year. And again, it's the 184th St. Patrick's Day Parade, and you're going to see some great bands, floats, drill teams, marching units, Irish dancers. I believe there are 6 Irish dancing schools, around 6, maybe half a dozen, in this parade today. There was a time where there were only 1 or 2 in the city, but it has flourished after river dance and a lot of kids who are more into athletics, but they weren't into sports. And it definitely is an athletic activity along with a cultural and dancing activity, too. So you're going to see that as well. It's going to be a great day for all those people.
And coming down Superior was the Cleveland Police Department Chief and Command Staff, the Color Guard, with Chief Dorothy Todd and Commander staff members, and then also the Cleveland Police Department Chief, the Bagpipe Band, which we just heard. Again, the pipe and drums of the Cleveland Police Department.
And here's the Police Emerald Society as well. Greater Cleveland Police Emerald Society, they're led by President Joe English. I know Joe very well. I was at his wedding, by the way. And Man of the Year, Gary O'Hara. Distinguished Service Award to Todd Vogler, and Jen McManus is their Hall of Honor recipient this year. And here's the Rips.
And the Rips are the retired Irish patrolmen. It is 250 members of the organization representing 35 police departments in the greater Cleveland area.
Good folks.
And all members are of Irish heritage.
And they got that old lime green police car. Remember those? You see all those in the 1970s historical footage.
And then following closely behind is the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department with Sheriff Hara Patel as our honor guard.
Yeah, they are.
And talk about the security here, Tommy. We've had both state, local, and federal officials making sure that all the parade watchers are safe.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They have more stuff going on, and I don't know the ins and outs of all of it.
Let's go to Dan. Dan, what's happening in the street?
So, Tom and Don, I have someone you may know, Tom, Mary McNamara, Department of Aging. Mary, you marched in the parade. What was it like coming down in this weather?
Oh, it was a blizzard, but there were happy faces and so proud to see so many people out celebrating their Irish heritage.
And the St. Patrick's Day Parade is something you've never missed, like me, never missed one, right?
Never, never.
You remember coming down here as a kid?
Absolutely, and with my grandmother and my father and watching my father in the parade, so thinking of him today as he's no longer with us and all the ancestors.
It's the day we do think of all our ancestors. Mary McNamara, thank you so much, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Tom, back to you.
All right, thank you.
Mary is actually, I believe, a second or third cousin. I'm not sure exactly how it works out, but we are related. You'll see a lot of family connections with the folks who are taking part today. And she's also the director of aging for the city of Cleveland. So that's also a good thing that we're proud of, too.
Absolutely. Now also coming down Superior Avenue is the Cleveland Metro Parks Rangers. The mounted unit was started in 1921 and has met the Park District's special law enforcement needs. With over 250,000 acres of land to patrol, they do a wonderful job of making sure everyone is safe. And then also coming up is the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. We're talking about the safety forces here.
Right.
And what a great job they did, again, making sure everybody is safe.
And what do we have here? This is the Cleveland Firefighters Memorial Pipes and Drums, formed to honor fallen safety service members and their families, and also to promote fraternity within the fire service. I'm sure they may kick off with a tune here in a minute. They also have their color guard leading them. I tell you, the resurgence of pipe bands across the country, here in Cleveland, but also across the country, is really phenomenal. In the past 20, 25 years, you've seen so many new pipe bands. Different clubs get them up. There's Scottish, there's Irish, all sorts of them, and they're really, really terrific. And there's something about the pipes. It's the majesty, the sound, the tone. The drumming is different than the other than the fife and drum. But there's just something about it that just harkens, it reaches inside me anyway, being generational Irish, but it's just really, really impressive. And here's the firefighters now. The Shamrock Club, Local 93. I know a few familiar faces in there. I tell you, they look pretty good when they're dressed up in their blues. There we go. And now here they come, the equipment, the apparatus.
And it's going to get a little loud now, Tommy. Woo! We have the fire department here. Horns a-blazing.
You know that brings out the kid in them just to blow that horn. There's engine 26. And we've got the, do they call it a hook and ladder? What do they call that? Because it's more than that, I'll tell you. Look at that thing.
Exactly.
There you go. I don't know how many stories those things reach, but I'll tell you, it's something. When the buildings are burning and the emergency's happening, these guys are running in when most of us are running out. Now, the Western Reserve Fire Buffs Association, they're formed in 1972 with the mission to locate, collect, and preserve classic firefighting equipment. I believe they run the museum up there by Progressive Field. And Cleveland EMS. There's the EMS there making the turn. And behind them, you're going to see the fire buffs on an old engine. Antique, classic, I forget the term. Those folks braving the weather, but they're smiling, a few of them anyway.
And also a throwback to the yesteryear, we have the Company B, the 8th Ohio Volunteer Infantry, the Hibernian Guard. They are reenactors of Company B, the 8th Ohio Volunteer Infantry from the Civil War. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of pride as to making authentic, as close to authentic costumes as possible.
Next, the LAOH, Our Lady of Rosary Division. LAOH is the Ladies' Ancient Order of Hibernians. They're marching today. Hibernian of the Year, Maura O'Leary Manning. President of the LAOH is Aaron Patton. And for the men, the Bowl and Berry Division, their president is Jimmy Kilbane, who, by the way, is our announcer on the reviewing stand today. He's announcing the parade to all the folks who are down here attending. Tom Ginley, the president of the AOH Cuyahoga County Board.
And also there's some state board members we'd like to mention now. VP is Marie Rizzo and Treasurer Lynette McMullen from our Lady of the Rosary Division. So,
and there's your Hibernian of the Year. And I think Dan's got somebody to talk to. Dan, let's see what you have.
We got a great crowd. They're not letting the weather get in the way here. Everyone having a good time staying warm? Yeah! All right, the count of three, happy St. Patrick's Day. 1, 2, 3! Happy St. Patrick's Day! The energy is still here, even though it's so cold out. Back to you guys.
Not letting the weather get him down.
Absolutely. Yeah, we had, again, this is one of the coldest St. Patrick's Days that we've had in the last 42 years. Yep. But, again, everyone's just having a wonderful time. And this morning was also an interesting thing. We had a meteor in Northeast Ohio.
Yes.
It's kind of an interesting thing. So quite a day here on March 17, 2026.
Not sure if that was an omen or anything, or just a celebration. Here's the Ladies 18 Order of Hibernians Dear Fur charity. They are Hibernian sisters and are a wonderful group of women on the east side of Cleveland. They live and practice the motto of friendship, unity, and Christian charity. Leading their unit, Sarah O'Brien and Vice President Pat Homan. And also the Bluestone Division will be the men. They're the Bluestone Division of the AOH, and Cuyahoga County was founded in 2013 by Francis McGarry, their president Robert Mullen, and the VP is Chris Pasante. They focus on providing scholarships for incoming high school freshmen and also keeping the Irish legacy alive.
And again, they always have different divisions, and the X division is always the one that has the honor guards and some of the police services.
Oh,
and then,
for the parade divisions, yes, the first one.
And then Division 1 is typically, they change the east side and west side.
No, they usually, west side is always second. The east side is always the first. And this is them coming up now, I believe. Oh, is this? Here we go, Division 1. There's the Darfur, the Deer Fur. It's the Gaelic word, folks. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it there. The Ladies Ancient Order Hibernians. And now the Irish American Club East Side trailing them. They're coming up. They're going to have several units. And it's actually, yes, Irish American Club East Side is their official name. We call them the East Side Club. There we go. There we go. And I believe that may be their Member of the Year, is it? Or Members of the Year, David and Donna Bioni. Along with their executive board, I believe they marched by as well. There's a few of their pom-pommers. President of the Irish American Club East Side is Mary Alice Curran, the Vice President Linda Carney. I'm a West Sider, but anytime I go east, I have a ball, I'll tell you right now. Those folks are terrific out there. And here comes their fife and drum unit. Directed by Peggy McDonough-Voll and the daughter of the founder, Jack McDonough. Again, legacy. And I know I've mentioned this on past broadcasts. Jack McDonough was also a longtime director of the West Side Irish American Club's Fife and Drum Corps. When I was a kid, he was teaching. And now the Flag Corps, led by Josephine Holliday. Well, they don't look any worse for the wear. They're bearing up pretty well.
No, they're all staying warm somehow. Just keep walking.
Well, the Golden Shamrocks know how to do this because they're in this fun bus or whatever it is. The Mr. Limo, the A1 Mr. Limo. The Golden Shamrocks of the Irish American Club East Side.
And, of course, coming down now is the going to be the East Side Float. This is a competition coming into some of the with the theme of this year. And when we talk about America, few groups embody such truth more than powerful than the Irish. The Irish didn't come to America. They helped build it, brick by brick, track by track. And so, again, Dan is with the float. Dan, what's going on down there?
I have lots of memories here with the East Side Irish American Club, guys, because for many years I was a member and I marched with this organization. And there's something about watching the parade, but even more marching in it and waving the crowd. The memories I'm feeling right now are really powerful. I'm just so glad to be a part of this today. Back to you guys.
I remember seeing Dan on the east side many, many times, Dan, those days. A few years ago when we were both single, I remember seeing you over there. We'd enjoy some evenings on the east side.
I loved it.
Yeah, terrific
I
place.
loved it. It was
terrific
great.
Folks, terrific place.
And then we see the Cleveland Diocesan Union of Holy Name Societies, and Father Thomas Heron is our spiritual mentor for that group.
Holy Name Societies do an awful lot of charitable work and helping out in the community at local churches for those who are not familiar with the work they do. And the theme for just to go back to the floats, the theme this year is the contributions of the Irish in building America for the past 250 years to coincide with the United States' 250th birthday this year.
And coming down the street is the Avon High School sports teams of football, soccer, and volleyball.
These guys are new this year, Avon.
And they're a brand new unit.
They're booing somebody with a high school shirt other than theirs.
And behind them is the Avon High School Marching Band. It is probably participating in both the Ohio Music Education Association and Bands of America circuits.
Let's take a listen. See there, kids. They hold up to this well. They're just having a good time today, hanging out together. You know, they have qualified for the Ohio Music Education Association state finals for the past 3 years. Oh, a little loud here. Boy, we can get it now. There we go. And now the Wireman Shamrock Club, social club for Irish American Union electricians. They represent International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 38. There they go. Do you think they rigged that to be an electric vehicle? They probably could. I don't think they did, but they probably could. There it is. Look at that.
And coming up next is Star Wars Rebel Legion and plus 105th Legion. The Ohio Garrison of the 105th Legion has been an active unit in Ohio since 2003. The Burning River Squad members participate in 10 parades in 2025.
The Burning River Squad. Lovely. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. And coming up, of course, we have to have the Murphy's Irish Arts Center. You know all about the Murphy's Arts Center, I'm
46 years they've been in this parade. 46 years in a row. The Murphy dancers have been in the parade. They're marching today in honor of Bob Crawford, who is the outside co-chair, honorary co-chair this year. He's also their administrative director, and they have qualified to represent Cleveland in the World Championships during Easter week. There's the children's unit. Oh, I think the children's unit is coming up behind, actually.
And we talked about some wonderful memories. These young kids marching in today's parade, and they marched for years, and you did it as well, right, Tommy?
Oh, well, you make lifelong friendships. I mean, I've got so many friends now that, and they're in different groups themselves. So, you know, different tavern owners and police and firemen, but also high school friends of mine too. that I met marching. I think Dan got somebody for us?
Okay, I got some kids here. I want to teach you guys a song. Are you ready? I mean, you got to use your hands here. Ready? It's called the unicorn. We have green alligators and long-necked geese, humpty-back camels and chimpanzees. Ready? Cats, rats, elephants, and a unicorn. So let's do it together. You ready? We got green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees, some cats, rats, and elephants. And sure as you're born, the loveliest of them all was the unicorn. Oh, great job, kids. Great job.
And we just saw the Cleveland Hiking Club. They're celebrating their 107th anniversary this year. They have at least 20 hikes per day in the Cleveland area and surrounding areas. And this is a walk in the park for them.
I didn't know Dan was a singer.
I didn't either.
He isn't. I know. That's the next joke, right? Okay, there you go.
I was not saying that. Come on now. Oh, boy. And here's Jesus in the Streets, I believe, isn't it? There you go. Jesus in the Streets. The banner of Jesus and Mary is here to honor St. Patrick's Day festivities.
And then we have the Bricklayers and Allied Craftsworkers, Local 23 from the North Shore chapter of Bricklayers.
We did see the painters go by just in front of them.
And then the St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish Marching Band and Irish Dancers under the direction of Brian Campbell. The St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish Band brings celebrated Irish music to Cleveland, following performances in Dublin, Chicago, New York, and Disney. Let's take a listen.
Boy, listen to that. They've recently performed in Dublin, Ireland, Chicago, New York, and also at Walt Disney World. Maybe one day we'll have LeBron marching with them. It could happen, Don. It could happen.
And, of course, the Jack Casino, which is right behind us. This float is from the Jack Cleveland Casino, carrying several team members from the Jack, wishing you all a happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, we did get lucky with the weather, but we're still having a great time.
It's not that bad, actually. I'm okay right
as long
now.
as the wind doesn't stop. But, again, it's a wonderful day in Cleveland. Again, you're watching the 184th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. All right, let's go to Dan, who's going to be talking to the members of the Prayers for Maria. Dan?
It's for Maria, special, very special. Tell me all about it.
Go ahead.
What do we?
Oh, yes, all the money goes for research for childhood brain cancer. So all our proceeds from our ice cream wagon and all the sunflower field out in Avon is something to come see in September for Childhood Brain Cancer Awareness Month.
And where can people find that ice cream wagon?
You can book us online at prayersformaria.org and book us for any of your events.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great happy St. Patrick's Day.
That's an organization actually born out of tragedy. The McNamaras, who founded the Prayers for Maria, they lost their daughter very young, and they turned that into an opportunity to try and help other families. And that's exactly what they're doing. The Prayers for Maria ice cream wagon, you can book that out, as she said, and try and help them as they try to find some ways to support brain cancer research for children.
And you need a little pedal power, Tommy. Well, here is the Cleveland Cycle Tour. These two captain-led pedal wagons are being pedaled by Mark Gus and Richard Davis.
I think they're just standing there. Everyone else is pedaling. And speaking of security, we have the crazy cops. They're coming up. Oh, sorry, there's the pedal wagons again. Is there a bar on there? I think there is. There's the crazy cops.
There he is.
I'm not sure they were at the security briefing,
Okay,
but
I'm feeling much safer now.
anything's
knowing
possible.
The crazy cops are on duty.
They may arrest you, Don. Looks like there's a jailbreak here. Here's the Argonaut, our Davis Aerospace and Maritime high school students. They serve as Cleveland's freshwater guardians by air and sea. Davis A&M is redefining education. That's interesting. There we are. Great Lakes Brewing is coming up next. Antique Truckers from Great Lakes Brewing Company. I believe some of the high school bands had to pull out because of school regulations and state laws and things. So I believe St. Edward's supposed to be in there. I think we had somebody else who was supposed to be here as well.
Right.
They had to pull out due to the low temperatures here.
All right, let's go to Dan in the streets. Dan, who are you talking to?
So I'm talking with City Dogs, a great organization that helps get our furry four-legged friends adopted. Tell me all about your organization. What's going on now?
So this is Animal Care and Control, part of public safety, along with police, fire, and EMS. They take care of all the animal issues in the city. All the stray dogs from the kennel come from the city, come to the kennel. They become city dogs. We try to find them good homes if we can't get them home to their people.
And how can people get to you to adopt one?
So go online on Facebook to City Dogs Cleveland. We list all of our adoptable dogs there. Come down to the kennel, 9203 Detroit. It's in the Cadell neighborhood. Regular adoption fee is $61, which includes spay or neuter, microchip, county license, and current vaccines. Best deal in the county.
Best deal. Thanks, City Dogs. We love our dogs.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
And congratulations to them. They do some great work.
They do. They really do. And here comes the Rock Hall. I don't see a band on top there, but you never know. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, alive and well here today in Cleveland, Ohio. And you know that City of Cleveland residents get free admission. Here we go, Rock Hall staffers, I'm sure.
And right after that, we know it's March and no baseball season is right around the corner, Tommy.
Thank the Lord.
A sure sign of spring, the Cleveland Guardians baseball slider and Sugardale hot dogs. Ketchup, mustard, and onion will be heavy graces all summer this year. And we're so glad that they're here to help us celebrate St. Patrick's Day. And after that, we're starting Division 2, which is the West Side Irish American Club, the Pipe and Drum Corps.
Oh, boy. The West Side's got a very big contingent here. And I think ahead of them, actually, we've got their queen, Fiona Mannion, and with her court, Catherine Duplessis, and Nora King. Catherine, I hope I said that right. West Side now out in Olmsted Township for many, many years. When I was going there, it was on Madison Avenue, 98th and Madison. They moved, I believe, around 1990 and around there, 89, 90. They moved out to their newly built place out in Olmsted Township, and they've expanded out there. Beautiful hall, and just a really good time out there. Good folks. And here we go. That would be, I believe, Jack Forey is their Man of the Year. Noreen Hastings, Woman of the Year. Mike McHugh and Terry Ann Hannibal are the members or volunteers of the year, all on those cars there. And now I believe this is the drill team coming up.
It is the drill team. It's the ladies' drill team led by Katie McCluskey. Marches today in formation and with the initials J.O.B., honoring the late John O'Brien, affectionately known by many as Joe. His roots in Roscommon and his adopted home in Cleveland, he dedicated his life to strengthening Irish identity in America through service, leadership, and community. He was a longtime president of the West Side Irish American Club and founder of the Cleveland Irish Cultural Festival.
That's right. And there are the ladies there, the drill team. And the fife and drum. This is the senior fife and drum unit. I used to march with this group. Many years. I marched in 40 parades, Don. And boy, are my legs tired. Senior fife and drum unit under the direction of Seamus Goggin, my first cousin. Boy, they sound good today. pom-pom unit was there. Direction of Patty Hanrahan and Megan Hanrahan, mother and daughter. Their leaders are Maeve Lavelle and Abby Chesney. And now you're looking at, we just saw the majorettes, the young girls with the batons under the direction of Christy Cruz and Kelly Dreamer. Their leaders are Madeline Gumpf and Kathleen Murray. And now we have the young kids, fife and drum. Angela Myers is the director. Junior drum unit is under the direction of Dan and Matt Babinek. Fife leaders Jimmy Cooney, Patty Cooney, Nate Cruz, Owen Goggin, and Brendan Hudak are the junior drum leaders. A lot of kids involved, young kids. I'm talking teenagers, high schoolers, or even younger, taking leadership roles in these units, and it's really a good thing to see, and it just helps everybody appreciate the legacy of the Irish and the club and just doing good things and serving others. And there's the members of the Westside IA, led by Dan Chambers, who was in Mass this morning, organized the Mass at St. Coleman for the Westside Club.
And right behind that is the Westside Irish American Float. Today's Westside American Float honors and former club presidents whose vision, dedication, and Irish spirit helped transform the club into a thriving heart of Cleveland's Irish community. As this float passes, it represents more than history. It celebrates a living legacy. It honors those who stepped forward to lead and gave their time selfishly, and to those who believe in persevering the strength and spirit of Irish American community.
And now the Forever Young group is going by us. And after that, we have the Wycliffe Upper School Swing Band. That's them there on your screen. Coordinated by Evan Slomovitz. A fine Irish name. So, Don, we're going to see a little bit of that today, too. An awful lot of different nationalities and leaders of groups that are here, too. Here's John O'Brien Jr. We just mentioned J.O.B., his father, who recently passed away. John O'Brien Jr. He runs iIrish, which is a news magazine. They have a digital version online, and also they have a paper copy distributed throughout the area. He's kept that thing going, I think, at least, 20, 25 years now. Really, really great job there with John O'Brien Jr.
And then we have the Cleveland Irish Cultural Festival. This Irish cottage is being pulled by Phil Parente. And we'll greet you at the entrance of the Cleveland Irish Cultural Festival, as well as plenty of Irish music at the Berea Fairgrounds this July, when it's going to be hopefully a lot warmer.
I was going to say. Terrific stuff. That's a great festival. They're bringing a lot of out-of-town bands there. And it's cheap money to get in, too. And now we have the Lenahan Academy of Irish Dance on the way. I believe Dan is Dan's have somebody? There we go.
Thank you.
Lenahan Academy of Irish Dance under the direction of Catherine Lenahan Fox, who used to march with the Westside Irish Club, who is also a member of the Cleveland Irish Players. She started that school, I believe, 30-some years ago, and this is their 25th year in the parade. Senior dancers have been dancing at least 2 years. You'll see them go by, and then you'll also see the younger ones under the age of 12. And they all work hard, I'll tell you. At least this they're keeping warm. But it's very athletic. I've seen, like, my daughters danced. They look like they just came off the basketball court after a practice, because they really work hard. And I believe, do they have a float coming up? I'm not sure. Here's the elevators.
And that's the elevator constructors, Local 17, installing, servicing, and maintaining elevators, escalators, and moving walks in Northeastern Ohio for over 120 years.
There they are right there. Enjoying the day out. You know, once you start going, I think you're just having a good time. You're with friends and family, and it's just enjoyable, you know? So the cold kind of takes a back seat.
And then coming up, we're going to be also talking to, or actually seeing the pipe fitters, local union 120.
There are 2 Irishmen of the Year, Tim O'Malley and Don Oles. And there's Mr. O'Malley there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the truck in front of us. There's their truck, their trailer being towed by a pickup. There's the Member of the Year.
All right, Dan is on Superior. Who are you talking with now, Dan?
So, what's your go-to food for St. Patrick's Day?
Corned beef.
Corned beef. What do you like?
Corned beef.
All right. You want to learn a little bit of Irish language?
Why not?
Okay. You know how we say cheers? They say sláinte. Say sláinte.
Sláinte.
Sláinte, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Sláinte. Cheers.
Sláinte to you as well. State Senator Tom Patton just went by, is just going by now. He's 24th Cleveland St. Patrick's Day Parade as an elected official. He has his daughter Bridget, son-in-law Justin, 2 grandsons, Patrick and Danny, and he says happy St. Patrick's Day to all. Again, family are out with him.
And coming up next is the Cleveland Public Library, the People's University. It was founded in 1869 and serving the city of Cleveland out of its main library and 27 branches.
Should have brought my overdue books. You think I'm kidding. So they have that is their push cart drill team unit, I believe they call it.
And that's right, and they're professionals. You just can't, not anyone can do that.
Look like it.
They're highly trained.
Oh, boy. The People's University, the book cart drill team. They have a storytime float, and they're on the road to reading in Tech Express vans, which is, that's also a great thing, that when in my day that they didn't really do that, but they now have outreach to the community, which is good. Be good. Their vans out into the neighborhoods, just encouraging kids to read, to learn, to become better.
And next is the Backroads at the Cleveland Animal Protective League. It's a brand new unit here for today's parade. The Backroads Spring Water is a Cleveland-based company participating in the 2026 St. Patrick's Day Parade in partnership with the Cleveland Animal Protective League, EPL. This unit highlights the Cleveland Animal Protective League's mission of animal welfare, adoption awareness, while celebrating Cleveland's community pride and civic engagement.
There you go. Nice partnership there for them to help get the word out and accomplish their mission. And I believe we have Cleveland Polonia. Yes, this is 8 churches, 4 fraternal organizations. Polonia describes Polish people of the world outside of Poland. These are all members of these parishes and groups. St. Adelbert, Barbara, Casimir, St. John Cantius and Tremont, Immaculate Heart, Nativity of Mary, Peter and Paul, St. Stanislaus. Also the Polish Roman Catholic Union, the American Congress, Polish American Congress, and John Paul II Cultural Center.
And the next float is the announcement of Johnny Kilbane, world's featherweight champion. In honor of his success, Cleveland owns. He was crowned featherweight champion on February 22nd, 1912.
He held that title for 11 years, and that was brought to us by Lamar Advertising. That was a billboard, an example of what they do. And this might be Holy Name High School, the Green Wave. My wife is very proud of them. She went there.
You are.
All right.
Watch your step.
Let's see Dan on Superior. Dan, say hello.
So tell me about Cleveland Neighborhood Progress. What a display you have today.
Well, Love Cleveland Neighborhood Progress is about lifting up the community development corporations in our neighborhoods. And that is about all of these folks, right? Love Cleveland Neighborhoods is about telling the story of every neighborhood in Cleveland, about making sure that people understand what vitality and strength there is in every neighborhood in Cleveland.
And from what I read, there's Irish representation in every single neighborhood.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's Irish representation everywhere.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy, it's good seeing you.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the parade.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Yes, Neighborhood Progress is pretty much the clearinghouse for all the community development corporations here in the city. They assist the CDCs with capital and financial things, also real estate development, just helping neighborhoods get better, get more jobs, and be more livable. Just make it a better city.
And again, this is they're brand new to this year's parade, so we welcome them.
29 neighborhoods in the city of Cleveland.
And of course, a parade favorite is the Irish Wolfhounds of Northeast Ohio.
There they are.
And these Irish Wolfhounds are an ancient breed that dates back to 400 A.D. These dogs are a noble breed that were bred to eradicate wolves in Ireland. And they are the tallest breed of dog in the world, and they're coordinated by Mary Ann Nolan. It's beautiful animals.
Very majestic.
And right behind them is, although they're in a funny bus, that's actually the St. Patrick's West Park Parish.
Not too
and
far from
their
me.
pastor is Father John Pfeiffer. I'm sure he's there somewhere.
And they are the oldest existing church in Cuyahoga County. Did you know that? Or existing parish, I should say.
And behind the funny bus of St. Patrick's West Park Parish is the United Ukrainian Organizations of Ohio. And they're marching today with their Ukrainian flag held high.
Very proud people. And the Cleveland Soccer Group right behind them. Supporters, youth players, and talented performers juggling soccer balls by celebrating their Irish heritage. That's a new unit to the parade, Don. You'll see them come right up after the Ukrainian group. There they are. That's it.
And again, you are watching the 184th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in downtown Cleveland. I'm Don Vavris, and with me is Tommy Malloy. And I'll tell you, Tommy, it's been a cold day, but still a lot of excitement.
Yeah, the cold doesn't bother you that much when you've got all this stuff going on.
And I'll tell you,
the Cleveland Asian Festival is passing us by now. Celebrates Asian culture and diversity in Northeast Ohio for the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. We had the Polish group, now we have the Asian Festival group. And the Kwan Lion Dance. Also, the panda is the official mascot of the Cleveland Asian Festival. The 9-person dragon is 60 feet long, and the Silk Road Cultural Collective features authentic Chinese armor. This year, it's May 16th and 17th over there in Asia Town, Cleveland's Asia Town.
and behind their unit is some magnificently dressed samurai warriors. And coming up,
terrific stuff. Is this the roller derby girls? I'm not sure. No, that's still the Asian Festival. Still the Asian Fest. I tell you, I've been to that festival several times. The entertainment is terrific. The music is terrific. This is the Cleveland Glory drum team of the Asian Festival. And Dan, we're going to the Burning River Roller Derby. He's got some of the ladies there.
Girls, tell me about the roller derby, girls.
Burning River Roller Derby, we've been around for 20 years. We're a Cleveland women's flat track owned. What else about us? Roller Derby League. Here's our lovely flyer. We have a game coming up on Saturday, March 21st to kick off our 20th year. And yeah, we're a non-profit located in Cleveland. Yeah, we're women owned, locally ran.
Well, good luck, Burning River Roller Derby girls. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Terrific. That was great. And I believe now we're going on to Division 3. Is that right? Is this the, oh no, these are, yes, this is the Egan Irish Dance School, located in Chesterland and Richfield under the direction of Tommy Conkey, established in 2019, one of the newer Irish dance schools here in the area. But they've got some terrific dancers, I'll tell you. They do a lot of winning, a lot of medals with that group.
And coming down Superior Avenue, coming up next is the Millwright and Pile Drivers Local 1090 with members and their families.
Yeah, these guys do the heavy lifting, and I mean heavy lifting as an equipment on top of buildings. A lot of stuff goes into that.
And behind them is the Carpenters Union Local 2955. And they build bridges, hospitals, schools, stadiums, and just building up Cleveland.
Well, the things we take for granted, you know, we drive across a bridge. We look at these big buildings. We don't think about the workmen who put them together day in and day out, braving oftentimes weather like today. And next, I think we're looking at, what do we have here? Oh, this is St. Pat's and St. Giles Gaelic Athletic Association. I used to play Irish football many years ago when my knees agreed with it. Gaelic football is hurling and sleeters. The sleeter is the little ball they hit with the hurley stick. Also, camogie and ladies football were both 2025 national champions. Camogie is kind of like hurling for women, but they've really done well. A lot of growth and introduction of more sports, the hurling and the ladies football and the ladies camogie as well.
And as we wait for the next group, for the Cleveland St. Patrick's Day Parade, here's a quick reminder about the channel bringing you today's coverage. TV 20. Cleveland is the City of Cleveland's television station, connecting residents with programs, services, and stories that matter to our community. You can watch shows like Age Friendly, Cleveland Health, and Make It in Cleveland. And TV 20 also brings you weekly news updates on city resources, programs, and recaps from the city council meetings. So TV 20 is how you know what's going on in your city. Subscribe to TV 20's Cleveland YouTube channel and follow them on Instagram at TV 20 Cleveland. You can also find them on Facebook. And coming up next is the Playhouse Square, is one of the world's premier art districts and one of Broadway's top-tier touring partners. Playhouse Square is led by CEO Craig Hassel and is honored to be joined by esteemed staff and redcoats. Although the volunteers, hope you show your seats.
They are.
And they all wish all of us a very happy St. Patrick's Day.
I was a redcoat with a Wednesday night crew in 1983. But I'm only 39. Seriously. Playhouse Square, terrific. Did you see that they had the chandelier there? That wasn't the actual one, but it was almost as big.
But that's like it's like an iconic symbol of Cleveland nowadays. Yeah, Dan, how are you feeling down there? How's everything going down the streets
warm?
and some of the history of Dan and the Cleveland St. Patrick's Day Parade?
You know, guys, this has been such a fantastic day. The memories are coming back of me just marching in the parade and spending time with my friends and family. You know, I remember coming down here when I was in high school and just watching this, and now being a part of it is so magical for me. I am so proud of my Irish heritage. And I'm so proud of where I come from. I visited Ireland twice. I cannot wait to go back. My heart is just full of Irish pride right now, guys.
That's terrific.
Dan in 2009.
Wow. He looks the same.
Yeah, having fun then and having fun now.
Just not as bundled up. Well, that's
I'm the Irish vampire. I never age.
Oh, there we go. There he is. Very good. There's the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters Cleveland, the local Ghostbusters franchise spread positive psychomagnetic energy by supporting charitable causes and community events throughout the Cleveland area.
And before that, we had Greater Cleveland Right to Life. And now, the American Red Cross, I believe. Next is the emergency response vehicle of the Red Cross. I believe they're about to approach the intersection there. There you go. Those folks do a lot of great work, don't they?
We have a brand new unit, and this is the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, Local 27.
Call them a Yahtzee.
And this group, new to our parade this year, is various members of the Apprentices of Local 27 International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees. Marching with them is business manager James Holden. It's always nice. We always have some new units.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we do a shout-out to them as well.
Those guys do an awful lot of great work, too. And we had the TNT Starlets, and now here we go. The TNT Starlets are a national and international winning competition baton and pom-pom group from Perry, Ohio. They've won over 100 national titles. Here we go. And now the Geauga County Maple Festival. Royalty float representing the Geauga County Maple Festival in their tradition. Queen Aubrey is excited to participate. She watches it every year. It's the oldest maple festival in the U.S. Did you know that? And it's coming April 23rd to 26th at Chardon Square. Listen, this thing is huge. They have a lumberjack competition, pancake breakfast. It's just terrific.
And you see them. It is the St. Helens Unicycle Drill Team. It is a nonprofit organization that is composed of kids and adults with the love of unicycling and God. The team performs all over Ohio for churches, nursing homes, and townships. And this year the team will be traveling to California to represent Ohio at the National American Competition and Convention. We honor our alumni all over the country who support our team and keep the legacy of St. Helen, the school, on wheels.
Boy, it's a credit to them to be out here on this day with this temperature. Really, it really is. And we say it every year, Don.
Now, if I would try that, I'd do a lot of face planning.
Well, this is true. And next up, I believe, is this the Corrigan family? Yes.
Okay.
You remember the old song? C-O-R-R-I-G-A-N spells Corrigan. Or was it Gilligan from Gilligan's Island? The Corrigans are excited to honor all of the great Irish Americans that have come before us to make this a great nation and carry on the traditions of Irish commitment to their great Hibernian heritage. That's nice. They do this every year. And is this the Iron Workers? I believe it is. Local 17, led by Patrick Carey. Patrick used to march in the fife and drum for the West Side Club. They honor the past, present, and future generations of iron workers, hardworking men and women, and their spouses and children. They stand for strength, safety, and union pride. They build Cleveland. And you'll see they got that truck trailer full of folks with them.
And on that note, Tom and Dan, that is the end of the 184th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade here in downtown Cleveland.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, for as cold as it is today, you got to give credit to not just the adult marchers, but those kids out there. Just terrific to see them out there, and they're just marching along like it's 65, 70 degrees. Really great thing.
Yeah, guys, can you hear me?
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to you, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone watching. And if you're watching on TV20 Cleveland YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of great content and programming that you're sure to enjoy. So back to you boys, Tommy and Don. It's been a pleasure working with you today.
Thanks a lot, Dan. You too. And not our first time working with you in other roles too. But, boy, we really had a good time. Don, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. 184th running or edition or parade or however you want to phrase it. It's always a good time, no matter what the weather is. Today was a little bit cold, coldest in 40-some years, but I really enjoyed it.
And again, thank you for watching. We certainly appreciate it. Again, on TV 20, we'll be on YouTube. Next year, we'll have a different location, but that'll be coming up soon. We'll talk about that later on.
We'll find out. Got all that to sort out, but every year it doesn't matter what happens or what changes. The parade is still going to be the same because we're going to celebrate Cleveland, celebrate our ethnic heritage, no matter where your people are from, and just enjoy the city, enjoy where we live,
And again, a special thanks to the City of Cleveland and all their different departments, sanitation, parks, recreation, and security. And again, TV 20, we appreciate you watching us on today's program, and we hope to see you next year for the 185th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm Don Vavris with Tommy Malloy and Dan Monroe. Thank you so much, and have a great St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks, folks. See you next year.